Hey friend, Roger Christofferson here again with another first listen review. There's a whole bunch of stuff came out this week, more than I had realized. I mean, I knew I have a list of stuff that I try to keep track of, but holy moly, there was a lot of stuff that came out. This, however, was one of the ones I was really looking forward to, and it is Whom Gods Destroy, not the band from 2017, Canadian band, I believe, but this is a brand new band called Whom Gods Destroy, and it's been billed as, the up from the ashes of the Sons of Apollo, or just Sons of Apollo, and I don't know if I necessarily agree with that. It's only two of the guys from Sons of Apollo, and if you're billing it as that, that's kind of what you're expecting to hear. So this is one of these things where I was expecting it to sound that way because that's the way they're billing it, and it, to me, does not sound anything like Sons of Apollo. It's also one of these things where I go in, I want to love every album. I don't buy albums that I think I'm going to not like, or I'm hoping I'm not going to like. I don't know why anybody would do that. I know there's people that do. They go in just thinking they're going to just, I watch some of other people's stuff, reviews and stuff after I've done mine, and I see them just like tearing albums apart, and just, you can just tell that they wanted to not like it. I am not like that at all. Every album I get, or it's given to me, or that's sent to me, or that I buy, I want to love. And this is one I wanted to love, and I set the expectations really high. So, full disclosure, I was expecting this to just blow my mind, and I probably went in a little bit with too high expectations. And I'm not saying it's a bad album, but I set my expectations way, way too high for this one. That being said, it is consisting of Derek Sherinian and Ron Bumblefoot Thal of, the previous Sons of Apollo and many other things that they've been involved with. And if you don't know, I'm not going down the list. You should know who those guys are. I also brought in a couple other guys that I know Bruno Valverde from Angra, and that's a really cool band, or newer. They're not new, but they're newer. Sort of a modern progressive metal band. And Yaz Nomura on bass, who I'm really not familiar with at all, never heard of that person. And I am familiar with their new vocalist, Dino Jalusic, who I have kind of mixed feelings about his vocals. I've heard him do some stuff that I think is amazing. Animal Drive, I love that band. I heard him do an album with George Lynch. Was that called Dirty Shirley, I believe? It was okay. It wasn't anything great. And then he's done some videos where they do some covers with other people, like Joel Hoekstra, and then a couple other people I can't even think of off the top of my head, where they've done a couple cover songs, like a Boston and Jefferson Starship and stuff. And he just totally kicks butt on those. So I wasn't really sure how this was going to mix at all. So, but because I do like his singing style, and he was involved with Whitesnake when they were on tour here, playing keyboard. So he's like a multi-instrumentalist too. But anyway, so the album, going into it, starts out with I heard one of the singles before. And I can't remember what the single was because it was like a while back, a month or two ago, and I listened to it once. I thought, okay, that's pretty cool. I don't even remember which song was released as a single, but. It definitely didn't sound like Sons of Apollo too much to me there. I had a little bit of it going on, but overall, I'm just going to give a quick overview of this album, otherwise I'll talk forever. And that's what I do here, babble. In case you didn't know that, it's in the description. I babble. This is what I do. I talk about music that I love, or that I want to love in this case. And the first song kicks in. It's cool. It's probably the most structured song on the whole album, and so the first song is actually, I had to pause that for a second because I left my list here sitting too far away from me. It was called "In the Name of War." Cool song. Anyway, so I talked about that one a little bit. So the next song, "Over Again," I did not like this song at all. I don't know what was going on in the verses in this one. It's the newer style of music, like some of these bands, kind of reminded me of, I don't know, some of these newer modern metal bands, like Bring Me the Horizon, or the Architects, or something like that, where it's just this genty type sound and trying to sing over the top of it. Dino just voice and that whatever was going on, that cacophony of noise just did not work at all for me. So I did not care for that song. The chorus was okay, but man, those verses just made it just so it's not something I'm ever going to want to listen to again. The song The Decision was pretty cool. A little bit more back to the song structure. That one had a really cool chorus to it as well. A lot of progressiveness going on in this with between Ron and Derek. They're like intertwining all kinds of super fast stuff, but I don't know, getting into like song number 4, Crawl, they're right back to that genty type thing. And I don't know how else to describe it, but that's what it sounds like to me. It's just this down, 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 down. I know, me trying to make noises here this early in the morning, probably not going over too well, but anyway, that's just good at what it sounded like to me. I'm like, I don't know, that's just not my thing. This is my opinion. I'm not trying to piss anybody off here, but that is not my style of music at all. I don't care for that. And trying to come up sing a melody over the top of that just isn't working for Dino, I don't think. However, this is where this album takes a much better turn. The song Find My Way Back, I don't want to say it's a ballad, but it's ballady, it's slower. That song was amazing. The singing in that, the playing in that was toned back enough that it wasn't like they were trying to overplay the song. Dino sings amazing on it, huge chorus, great melody. I can't even praise that song enough. That one was really good. And then in Crucifier, they get back into a couple more here that are more along the heavier vein, a little bit shorter than the first few songs, more focused. Still a lot of like overplaying. I hate to say that because it's kind of what people might expect. This is like the kind of thing. It's almost like Derek was trying to keep up with some of the stuff he did with when he was in Dream Theater, and they just go nuts. And they'll just, doubling everything, keys and guitar solos. The cool thing about it is, in case people don't know, Ron plays like a fretless guitar. I can't remember if it's a metal neck. I don't remember if it was aluminum or steel or whatever it's made out of. I think it's aluminum, but I could be wrong. If anybody knows, feel free to chime in here. And it's got a pretty cool sound. I've seen him do a couple videos where he explains and shows how he plays it, and it's pretty cool. He uses it a lot, though. I've heard it like in Sons of Apollo. He just used it a lot. I hear a little bit less on this one. However, when he's using it and he's playing all these fast, cool runs, it's got a weird tone to it that's really hard to explain. If you're familiar with fretless bass, you know how you're a little bit in between notes sometimes. On guitar, that's really weird, especially when you're playing chords. It's kind of weird, and you can hear how it kind of like blends in every now and then. I thought that was pretty cool. I kind of noticed that, especially on Keeper of the Gate. But anyway, my favorite song on the album is number 8, which is Hypernova 158, and it's instrumental, and it has nothing to do with Dino, and not hating on him at all. It's just the music in the song was like really, really good. To me, when I was listening to it, I go, this sounds like a wave, like a giant wave, and just like intertwining and just going up and down and like constant motion, and just highs and lows, dips and peaks, and I don't know, I can't think how to describe it any other way than just this big sonic wave, and I thought it was really cool. So maybe that's why they call it Hypernova. I don't really know if that is supposed to play on how it sounded or the felt or whatever, but I don't even know what Hypernova is, but I don't know. It's just a cool name for a song anyway. Really like that one. And then it ends with the title track, Insanium, which is, the longest song on the album. Very progressive, but still had the melodic vocals going on. Catchy. A lot of like insane playing on this one too, but that's what you'd expect, I guess, from a song this long. True progressive metal, I think, on that one, without all the genty type stuff that I was mentioning earlier on. So first half of the album for me was a little bit what's going on here, and then the last half, it was pretty cool. I wish like the first few songs weren't quite as all over the place and I don't know, not focused, it sounded like to me, but it ended on a good note. Actually ended on a really good note, and so, 5 out of 4 songs on here I actually really, really liked. 2 of them I didn't care for at all, and there was 2 that were kind of like, whatever. So, Overall, that's just my opinion. That's all it ever is. It's just my opinion. Not here to like make anybody mad, but as always, welcome your opinions. This is really going on long here, so I'm going to end it right here. Feel free to comment and like, share, and subscribe to keep this music alive, because this is really cool kind of music. What they did well on here, they did really well. So I like to promote that type of stuff. But anyway, we'll talk to you guys later. See ya.